Okay, I think we're back. I think I DC'd there for a minute. Or for a few seconds. Sorry about that. But we're back. We've got the squad. Just gonna swap Ponyta in for Krogunk, and that's it. And we just need a couple of berries to equip. And Staryu's gonna start us off. Okay. Get a heart scale here. And a dive ball here. Here's the squad one more time. Easy. Right to Munchlax, okay. We go right to Monferno. Little scary, max attack, plus speed, but we have Mach Punch. Yeah, I don't have anybody that resists ground type moves. Well, I guess I do. I have a bug. I know, Matt. Need a napkin. I'll grab it after this. Cinnamon for a while. Excuse me. Is it repel on? Activated. Okay. We'll quick go through the cave. Get our Rock Blast TM down here. Get our Everstone here. Our Never Melt Ice here. Alright. Now we get to sail across the sea to Slateport and do the 6 trainers on the beach. We also get an encounter, for which we really want to see either Choodle or Tortuga. We really need something to resist a normal type attack. And we don't have that right now in the box, so we're going to need that. So let me make some changes real quick to who we're going to bring just for catching purposes. This works. So the complete list of everything over there is Choodle, Tortuga, Krabby, Corefish, Launcher, Tentacool, and Tinamo. Choodle and Tortuga represent 2, 4, 5, 60% of the encounters. So that's what we're looking for, is we want to hit that 60%. We're going to grab our soft sand item from here. And we're going to fish right in this little corner. And I really want to see Tortuga here. So it's 30% chance for Tortuga, 30% chance for Choodle. And that's what we want. Okay, that's Choodle. We're in business. Now, Choodle can have 1 or 2 abilities. Either Strong Jaw, which increases bite-type moves, or Shell Armor, which no crits. Spearmint. I like Spearmint. We'll go with Spearmint. I would like to see the Shell Armor for no crits. I'm fine with either, but I feel like no crits is better long term. Wait, I didn't spell that right. Mint? No, mint. What am I doing? There we go. So let's go back and check it out. I did meant to do that, yes. Good one. We got shell armor. Timid's not great, but ooh, those stats are really good. Really good defenses. Really good speed. We'll deal with the attack down, but this is really good. Okay. Okay, so I usually try to do as many trainers as possible in a row here, just to kind of speed this up a little bit, but we'll see if I can make that happen this time. I don't really want to risk anything, so let's see. So I know Monferno beats this Smoochum with a Flame Wheel, yes. And then we can low sweep Mach Punch these guys, yes. Okay, so Monferno 1 just handles the first fight. Let me re-export to get Choodle in there, because I don't have him in there yet, but I don't think he knows a rock move. He doesn't, but he does still do well into Fletchinder. Does Staryu do the one-shot thing? No, close. It's still really good, though, so I think we just go with Staryu and do that. It'll probably Flame Charge, because it's slower, but we can Rapid Spin and then Water Pulse to make sure we stay faster. So we use Staryu, and then against Herdier, seems like Monferno's the best bet, but we might need him for later. We can go Dottler and put up a Reflect. We're going to be taking a lot of damage before we get that up, so that's probably not going to work. It kind of has to be Monferno, doesn't it? If he gets -1 speed, you could probably outspeed him with a lot of different things then. Yeah. Ice Fang. Yeah, I'm just gonna come back and heal after the first fight. But I can at least prep for after that. Essentially, we're going to be going into... Yeah, we'll go Gossifleur into Monferno. And then we can bring... For Wingull... Kadabra crushes Wingull. He's going to make his first appearance. And then for Buizel, I think we go Lombre, right? Yeah, Mega Drain, same thing for Palpitoad. Yep, Mega Drain. And then Monferno for these guys. We'll bring somebody for backup, just in case we get frozen from Herdier. What do we do then? Panic. Oh wait, we have Flame Wheel. Flame Wheel thaws, so we can always just click that. So we should be fine. But we'll bring, in case we take too much damage. Ponyta. Yeah, that should work. Alright. That was the wrong flip. There we go. So... we're really just replacing Dottler with... I'm gonna bring Kadabra here, and then Ponyta here. And for these first few fights, there's no status effects that we need to worry about. Okay. We're ready to rock. There we go. Okay. So this first fight is all Monferno. Smooch 'em. Then for Elekid and Magby, we just do the same exact thing for both. We low sweep. Which makes us faster, so our Mach Punch goes before their quick attack. And then the same thing here. Just don't hurt yourself. Easy. Unfortunately, we need some more HP on Ghost, so we're gonna go heal. And then we swap our lead to Star Fruit. Whoops, didn't want to go in there. So we rapid spin, because it's going to try to get plus speed as well. And this will make sure we stay faster than it. Then we take it out. Nice. Can we confuse right? No. So we're gonna go right into Sprout. Who decreases its speed when we get hit. Switch back to Ghost on this Ice Fang that it wants to hit with. We low sweep. And Mach Punch. Our next trainer has Wingull as its lead, and this is where Kadabra is going to make his first appearance. Mustard. W Mustard. Weasel wants to use oh. Oh shit. I shouldn't have used Kadabra here. Its best move is Pursuit, so it's going to click Pursuit, which means we can't switch out, because Pursuit does double damage if we switch out. Okay, so we just have to hope not to get crit. I gotta check how this works. It doesn't see a KO with Aqua Jet, so it's gonna click Pursuit again. But even if it clicks Aqua Jet, we're okay. Alright. Good. That was an oversight by me. But Mustard got through it. W Mustard. Now we have to swap. This one does not have Pursuit, so we can just go right into Kale. One spoonful at a time. I like that. Wait until he evolves again. 2 spoons. I'm pretty sure, I'm just double checking that Monferno one-shots this entire next team of bugs. And it does. New Boston in Texas. Do you mean like there's a city named New Boston? I did not know that. Oh man, this was the only bug that I didn't one-shot. It was a 1 in 16 to survive, and it survived. And then I clicked the move to make it survive again. I'm on fire right now. Did all the Irish Catholics from Boston move there? Is that why they're calling it that? Or what's the reason? Do you know? Or is there just like a crap ton of Dunkin' Donuts getting built in Texas right now? Okay. So that was nice. 2 fights left until we get to Slateport. And we'll get another encounter. Excuse me. I've never done these next 2 fights without a ground type, so I'm gonna have to kind of figure it out. I feel like Kadabra might be able to handle most of the poison types, but we'll see. So let's, usually I lead with Monkey against this Apron. Yeah, low sweep into Mach Punch if it doesn't KO. Nice. That works. I can also just double Mach Punch if I wanted to. Okay, that'll bring in Nidorino for Venoshock or Poison Tail. We are making a pretty good pace right now. Dottler does pretty well against Nidorino. And then somebody against Luxio. I don't have a ground... Wait, I do have a ground type move. Gossifleur does well, this does well. Kadabra's not great against physical moves, so trying to avoid that. Ponyta. Lombre. Okay, that's the squad. I just gotta kit him up. So we got Monferno, Dottler, Gossifleur, Krogunk, Lombre, Ponyta. Yeah, that's right. Okay, and then it's excuse me, Oran berries for most. Can we use Monferno against this? We can. So we're gonna want to do... Cherry berry here. And then a cherry berry here as well. And then we'll do a Pecha berry here. Pecha berry here. Is the list still at 99? I'm not sure what you mean. Here's the squad. Let's do it. Nice, got the one-hit kill. Don't poison me, I just forgot. Nice. Nice. Hit through. Can we hit through again? Nice. So all that's left is Luxio. We're going to swap to our Dumpling. We gotta swap the Sprout here. To Cinnamon. Hopefully Cinnamon can finish this off. Oh, it definitely will after that burn. It's got a Lumberry. No more burn. Maybe we still will. Fantastic. We're gonna go heal and do our last trainer on the route here. That's a great question. Money. Let's see if there's an actual name. Well, just Poké Dollars. That's all. That's right. Dollar bill, y'all. Okay, where was I? Main foe. It looks like Kadabra just takes this out with confusion, and we're faster. Alright, Mustard, your time to shine. Mustard also does well against Nidorina. It doesn't do as great against Flaffy, but we can swap in, let's say, Monferno can help. It's like Gossifleur can probably help. Krogunk can help. Two more, let's see. Lombre and Ponyta. Alright, so we got Kadabra, we got Monferno, Gossifleur, Toxicroak, yeah. Pretty much the same team, just swapping out those. Actually, you know what? I should have put that Pecha Berry on Mustard in case he gets poisoned. We'll do a Cherry Berry on. And I think it's just Oran Berries for the rest. I think we're all good already, though. Pecha, Cherry, Petcha, Cherry. So these two need to swap. We'll do Orin here and Cherry here. Okay, that should do it. Here's the squad. Mustard up front. W Mustard. Excuse me. Really? I thought it would not Thunderwave because it was faster than our Gossifleur. Oh well. I guess this is just coded to always go for both Confusion and Paralysis. That's kind of annoying. There we go. And we're through. Okay. Mustard is doing very well, I agree. This is the first time I've gotten to use Mustard, Abra, and Kadabra. Okay, so I'm gonna grab those glasses, and I want to teach a hidden power to Mustard. I don't know what type this is, but we're gonna find out here in a second. I just want to give him another move. Hidden power bug. Okay, interesting. Okay, so we have another encounter to get first. So let's do that real quick. We can fish over here. Yeah, we're healed. And what can we get? We can get... Horsey, Buizel, or Quillfish. Horsey. Excuse me. Okay, so we can hit this with Fake Out. I'm not sure if we can hit it with Bubble or not, so I'm not... Excuse me, I'm not going to test it. If anything, I can hit it with Rapid Spin. And that's it. I'll try to catch it once. Oh, didn't work. Alright. We'll go again. Alright, we'll try to hit a Rapid Spin to do a little extra damage, make it a little easier to catch. I've been hit with Smokescreen like 3 times. Make it 4, so it's going to be hard to hit. We have a couple attempts that we can try. I mean, it might fit. We'll give it a shot. Finally, we got him. Just short. We could just name him Radish. Is that a G that I clicked? Yeah. Whew. Let's see what you got, Radish. Quiet, special attack. Speed down is not the best, but it should hit really hard with its special moves, so that's good. This is pretty good. So we'll level it up. Yes, we want Bubble Beam over Bubble. Okay, so let's see how we're gonna handle this next fight. So we'll take off items. Okay. And then get a fresh export with Horsey now on the team. So this is the back-to-back, so I gotta do 2 trainer fights in a row. I'm pretty sure our Mustard's gonna do really well against the second trainer. Well, it does really well against a couple of Pokemon, so let's see. We also need something to defeat this Murkrow. Can we do Choodle with Ice Fang? We can. Because we have Shell Armor, we don't have to worry about critical hits, so Wing Attack twice always will kill, but Ice Fang twice doesn't always KO. So what's more important, a little extra healing or making sure it dies? I feel like making sure it dies is probably the best bet. So if we give it Never Melt Ice, we'll always KO. So that's what we'll do. Unless we have another ice move somewhere that I'm not. No, Remoraid doesn't always do it because it's slower. Okay. So that should bring in... Should probably bring in Skrelp, most likely. We're gonna be pretty low. It might bring in Tortuga for Aqua Jet, I'm not sure. But I know we can use Lombre to two-shot Tortuga. Yeah, pretty easily. So we're gonna bring him. And then for Skrelp, I think, yeah, Kadabra does really well into it, so that for that. so that's good. And then for fight number 2, Marini will lead off against Choodle. It'll want a Venoshock because it'll see that we have low HP. So we can go to Krogunk for a Fake Out. It can use Baneful Bunker, which poisons if you hit it with a physical move, but since we're a poison type, we can't get poisoned. So we can safely do Fake Out into Mudshot a bunch of times. And that should work. And then looks like that'll bring in Frillish for Hex or Water Pulse. Our Poochyena is too slow. Monferno doesn't do it. We're gonna need Monferno for Whirlipede, but we actually don't have a special move anymore. So we're gonna have to take some damage, unfortunately. So really that just leaves, we need to deal with this Frillish. Choodle's gonna be out of commission, so he's not gonna be able to help. Kadabra cannot help. Lombre can help. Does anybody have, like, Hidden Power Dark? Remoraid does, so that might help. What about Grass? Poochyena has Grass. Remoraid, Hidden Power Dark. How does that do? If we get rid of Lock On and just do Hidden Power Dark. It does okay. But it's that... yeah, this sucks right here. Shockwave. Okay, so let's get creative. Struggle Bug can lower special attack. We can also get a light screen up from Dottler. Dottler also does really well into Marini. I don't like this. So it's most likely going to have to be Lombre. And try to hit a Water Pulse. Or try to hit Mega Drain a couple times. If it uses Cursed Body, or if its Cursed Body ability comes off and disables Mega Drain, we have to switch. We can switch into Pooch, who will take a Hex and then a Water Pulse. As long as it doesn't crit, Pooch survives, and we can bite for the win. Although it might recover. after it recovers, we just hit it with Bite again. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. That's the squad. So it's going to be Choodle, Spearmint, Mustard, Kale, Dumpling, Ghost, and Kielbasa. That's the team. We need to give the Never Melt Ice to Spearmint. We need to give a Poison Heal Berry to Mustard, and an Oran Berry Healing Berry to Kale. And then for the second fight, we're gonna do a Oran Berry on Dumpling, a Oran Berry on Ghost, and an Oran Berry on Kielbasa. Okay. Just because our Pooch knows Tackle and we can teach it Secret Power, we'll give it Secret Power instead. It's just a straight upgrade. And any other hidden powers that we should learn? I don't think so. I'm just double checking, looking. I think we're fine. Double check everything. Ice, Pecha, Oran. Okay. Save for good luck. Okay. So we gave Choodle our Never Melt Ice, so that we always two-shot this Murkrow. With Ice Fang. And we're never down because we have Shell Armor and cannot get crit. Spearmint, you've done your job. This is going to be a Venoshock. Or no, I'm sorry. It's either Water Pulse or Acid. But we have our Mustard ready to deal with this guy. As long as it doesn't confuse, we're good. That's not great. Well, we're going to try to hit through it. Nice. No longer confused. W Mustard. And we have a Pecha Berry to heal this poison. So this Skrelp has accomplished nothing. And then this guy's best move against Kadabra is Aqua Jet, which is perfect for Lombre to switch in on. It's the least damage we can possibly take. And then we always defeat it after 2 Mega Drains. Even if it uses Ancient Power and gets a boost to all of its stats, we still defeat it in 2 hits. And that's the first of 2 grunts. Grunt number 2 leads with Marini. We have our Choodle, who has no HP, so we gotta bail right away. We're gonna go right into our Dumpling, because it's using Venoshock to try to kill us. And you fake out to flinch and get a little extra damage on him. And now we need to use 3 Mud Shots to finish him off. There's 1. And with its speed dropped, we're faster, so we're gonna go again. That's fine. Protected itself, so we can't hit it. There's number 2. That turned us into a water type, so it can poison us. But we don't need to be a water type to defeat it with this ground move. So there we go. Or we don't need to be a ground type, rather. So it's going right to Whirlipede. So this is probably Rollout, which is what we want Ghost for. Oh, and it missed. That's perfect. So we're still faster. We can Flame Wheel here. How much do we take from Rocky Helmet? I think it's 8, right? 9. And then we took 5 from that. Okay, so it's now faster. So the second rollout does double, so that's 10. If it crits, it'll do 15. Plus 9 is 24 maximum damage we can take this turn. So we are good to Flame Wheel. It missed, so that didn't even matter. Didn't even matter. And now we have to defeat a ghost. So this wants to water pulse us. So our best swap right now is to bring in Kale. So we're gonna Mega Drain. This will do more than half. And we hope it doesn't get a cursed body activation. It didn't. Okay. So that makes things a lot easier. We just hit it again and win. Otherwise, we'd have to do a bunch of switches, but it's better when it doesn't activate. Perfect. There's the cursed body. All right, no losses. Scott. Okay, so we get a new level cap. So we go up to 21. We already healed. That guy healed us. Just gonna do it again just for... for no reason at all. We're gonna take this time to level up. $21 is our cap. So I think Kadabra's going to learn something here. Ooh, disable. I think we get Bubble Beam here. Nice, I was right. Right over Bubble. Dumpling. I learned that Seismic Toss is actually very good here. What do we learn coming up that I'm not gonna miss after the gym? Excuse me. Low sweep. So I could get rid of Vacuum Wave. I want to keep Fake Out. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of Mudshot. Ghost? I don't think Ghost learns anything here. Nope, I lied. Fire Spin. Let's grab that over Leer. And then we get Poochyena to evolve. Covet, yeah, we want that. Let's learn it over Secret Power. I'm gonna delay this one level. Or maybe 2. Yeah, because we can learn Charm at level 21. We don't miss anything on the evolved version, so we're gonna stop this a couple more times. I'm sorry. And Charm is nice because it lowers attack by 2 stages instead of just 1. So we'll put that right over Baby Doll Eyes, which lowers by 1. Okay, now we let it go. Alright. Let's get some more levels. I didn't even look at our ability on our horsey. Might as well grab all the items that didn't get used. Wow, we only used 1 item that fight. Well, I guess technically 2, because we used the Never Melt Ice as well. But that worked, only 1 consumed item. Psy Beam. So this is going to be good for when it eventually evolves. Right over Confuse Ray. That also might help us out in the gym as well. I think we learned Psy Beam as well here, yep. Just right over Confusion. And then... there's no reason to delay this, right? Nope. Clear Smog gets rid of stat changes, which is really nice. And we get Seadra. And we get another evolution here as well, if I remember correctly. Mm-hmm. Sprout. W Sprout. And finally, Ponyta, also known as Panida, or Cinnamon. And we're going to learn Bounce. Over Fire Spin. Okay. Now we get to do a trainer who guards an encounter of an electric type and a rare candy as well. So let me get a fresh import to the calculator. There we go. Swap over. Barrel. Usually grass. Yeah, it looks like Lombre can just do this. And we could do it with no item too, otherwise we'll just heal with our berry. So that's better to do it that way. That'll bring in man, I don't know. Let's see. Looks like Staryu can 1v1 Ponyta, so let's do that, unless somebody else can do it better. Oh, Seadra one-shots it. Never mind, sorry Staryu. Seadra does it a little bit better. Electric, probably Gossifleur, or Eldegoss now. Yep, Eldegoss does really well. Has Super Fang. Kadabra does pretty well also, so let's put him in. And then for Sunflora, Monferno does really well, and same for Dustox. So we'll bring somebody, looks like Ponyta can back up for both. Monferno and Eldegoss. Okay, so that's the 6 that we're gonna bring. So let's get them in. Whoops. Need the PC. So we have kale, radish, sprout, ghost, mustard, and cinnamon. So we do no item on kale. We want just a healing berry on radish. The electric has toxic, so we want a pecha berry there on Eldegoss. Same thing for mustard, pecha berry, because he's the backup, and then we can do a chesto berry in case we get put to sleep. And we'll do a pecha berry on cinnamon in case we need to swap in for the last guy who knows toxic as well. Okay, so this should do quite well. Here's the team once more. I was checking if I needed to fake out. I don't. We brought Ghost with the Sunflora. Almost got the one shot. We brought Radish for the Ponyta. Poison Point. That'll go back into Swift Swim after we evolve again. Clearing off my desk a little bit, I'm sorry. There we go. Alright, we're good. We brought our Sprout for electric. Oh, it missed Toxic. Even better. We're faster. Sprout, you used to be so slow. You're fast now. We have a berry to heal that poison. The old Pecha berry. And then we should be able to take it out with one more Leaf Tornado. Ugh, so short. Just shy. And I don't think we want to switch back into Ghost here. He's already taken some damage, so let's go over into Cinnamon instead. Nice, we have a Pecha Berry for that. Alright, another easy fight so far. Gonna heal the poison before we run back to heal. And now we get another encounter. This will be our electric type, guaranteed, in the grass here. So, let's see, we're going to put away most everybody that's weak. So, Seedra goes away. Yep. Lumbre. We have Eldegoss to sing to put it to sleep if we need to. Okay, this is good. Give everybody some healing berries. Just in case. Let's go find ourselves a Pokemon. A new friend. Shinx. I like Shinx. The only downside to Shinx is that it doesn't have the ability static. It has Intimidate, which is nice. Looks like we're gonna need a nickname for Shinx. Thinking citrus. Trying to think of anything else. I think citrus works. Let's not forget our rare candy. Okay. So Shinx is more of a physical attacker. So you hope for a good attack and good speed. You can do it, Shinx. I believe in you. Mild. Not great. The numbers are good, though. The numbers are very good. We'll take that. Alright, so we're going to level up our Shinx. Our citrus. I like Nuzzle. It does damage and paralyzes. I believe we're going to delay this, right? Yeah, we delay for 21. So that it'll learn Covet. So I'm gonna give it an item so that I don't have to cancel it every time. I'm gonna do Everstone. $17. So we're gonna do this over Leer. I like Shinx too. Well, Citrus. He's actually one of my favorites. One of my favorite Pokemon from when it first was introduced. Solid. Alright, let's see. So now we take off the stone. And learn Covet at level 21. Instead of 22. I want this over Bite for this particular fight. I don't think I need Baby Doll Eyes with him, so okay, we'll get rid of that. And then he evolves. All right. All right, we're going to take this group with us back over the ocean. Is there anything new to buy here at the Pokemart? Great balls. Get a couple more of these just in case. Okay. And we're all healed up, right? Yes. So we're gonna get one more encounter in the cave. I just have to figure out where I want to get an encounter from activated. Okay. So we desperately need something to resist a normal type. We don't have any rock types, nothing like that. So our best bet is to go to the basement first floor where there's all rock types. One steel type. I'm just double checking this is what I want, and I think it is. Yep. Let's do it, and let's see what we get. Holy shit. This is the best Pokemon here. This is a massive win for Togedemaru. Now I gotta catch him, so we'll fake out. He's a steel type, so he'll resist all the normal moves we need him to. He also has iron barbs, which does damage when he gets hit, which is really nice. Rapid spin once. This guy actually looks like a dumpling. I need to use Sing. I want to put this to sleep before I try to catch it. There we go. And I want to try to catch this in the sparkly ball, the premier ball. Fantastic. I think because we can't name this guy Dumpling, I think we go gyoza. American Idol, yeah. Good one. Certainly looks like it should. Especially with that voice. Hell yeah. Do you think American Idol or The Voice? Heck, you know what? Just Masked Singer. Why not? Alright, so what are we looking for Token tomorrow? Defense, speed. That's just about it. Defense and speed. Attack is a luxury. Good defense, good speed. Careful, raises its special defense. Good. Special attack down, that's fine. 20, this is fantastic. This is great. Good stats. Now, what do we want for this gym? We want Fake Out, we want Spark for damage, we want Metal Claw, and we want Nuzzle. So we're gonna get Fake Out. No, we don't want Pin Missile. Okay. So up next is the gym. 6 trainers and then the leader. I'm gonna take a quick break, restroom break, fill up my water, and go from there. And we'll come back and do some more. I'll be right back. We are back. Thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it. Let's see. Now, we're up to the gym trainers now. So let me do a fresh... Whoops. A fresh import of everything. And go right over to the count. Okay, trainer number 1. Do we, first thing I need to look for, do we have any hidden power of flying or psychic? The answer is no. We do have Kadabra, who just is regular psychic. We also have Dottler, who is psychic as well. So I think it looks like Dottler does really well against this Riolo in the beginning. So I think we're going to lead with him. I think Dottler might just sweep this first trainer with Psybeam. I think it does. We'll give it Cherry Berry for paralysis, just in case. We'll bring Kadabra, just in case. Togedemaru is always good to pivot in with. Intimidate with Luxio, Monferno, and probably Ponyta, right? Yeah, for these guys. Yeah, Ponyta knows bounce as well. Okay, that works. So this should be trainer number 1. So we have Blueberry, we have Gyoza, we're gonna have Mustard, we're gonna have Citrus, Ghost, and Cinnamon. And then, because they can paralyze us with their various moves, we're going to do Cherry Berries on everybody who can get paralyzed. Okay. I actually think we're going to use Reflect first and then fire off a bunch of Confusions. Or Psybeams. That way we're taking less damage. Here we go. Trainer number 1. So far, so good. Now we're down to a crit, so I'm actually going to swap out here for Cinnamon, who should have a Cherry Berry, right? Yeah, more faster. No more Reflect. Nice. And let's see if we can hit a bounce. Fantastic. 1, 2, 3. Next is a trainer with Farfetch'd and Heracross. Shouldn't be too bad. Much of the same strategy should apply. And it looks like Dottler does really well with dual wing, even with dual wing beat. Oh, we have Reflect on. Let me turn that off. Not so much. Kadabra can't really switch into anything. Can we lead with Kadabra? Not quite. We're just short. Otherwise, we lose. So Kadabra doesn't work against either. So we're gonna bench him for this one. Okay, so we lead Dottler to bait dual wing beat. It goes into Togedemaru, who takes like no damage and deals damage back with its Iron Barbs. We fake out and potentially spark for the kill. So that's 86. Yeah. Should be more than enough. So Togedemaru and Dottler to lead. And then Heracross comes in, wants to Rock Smash. Who's going to take this out? It looks like Monferno's the best, but we want to get it in on a Pin Missile. So, it wants to Rock Smash Togedemaru. So we go to, yeah, easy swap to Dottler. And then swap to Monferno for a couple of... Wait, we're slower, so we gotta slow it down. So the Rock Smash has to go into Eldegoss, so that'll lower its speed by 1. Then it'll Pin Missile into Monferno. And then we Flame Wheel twice. And that should do the trick. Okay, we'll bring Ponyta and... I don't like any of these matchups. I guess Krogunk works. Krogunk is backup. Okay, that's the 6. So we need Dottler and Togedemaru. So Blueberry and Gyoza. We need Sprout. We need Ghost. Cinnamon and Dumpling. There's no statuses that they can affect us with in this one, so we just want all healing berries. So all orans. Bang. Oran berry. There we go. Okay. Uh-oh. We're holding an item. I think that changes what it wants to do. Yeah, okay, so we just need to not hold an item with Dotler. And we'll get the dual wing beat that we want. Is there anybody else who can do it? So now I'm like a little concerned. No, we're fine. We caught the mistake. So no item, all items. Okay. Here we go. I just realized we can't fake out either, because there's an ability that makes it not work. Okay, so this is always dual wing beat. So we bring in our Gyoza to take the hit. And he'll deal back damage to him, more damage than he takes. So this wants to rock smash instead of dual wing beat, correct? Can it knock off? No. So we can go back. We need to do it one more time, because we can't flinch it with fake out. Okay. I just realized this is going to be at exactly half HP and it's going to heal. No, it did not. Okay, then we kill it with Spark. Easy. Not even worried. Oh, that's annoying. It had quick attack. That's okay. We just hit it twice from here. Okay, so this time, this Heracross sees Rock Smash doing the most damage, so we swap to Sprout. And we need to do Sprout because when Sprout gets hit, it lowers its opponent's speed. And then this sees Pin Missile as a kill, which is what we want to get Ghost in on. And now, that -1 speed means that we're now faster. We weren't faster before, so we can do 2 Flame Wheels to take it up. Alright, 2 down. 4 to go. Okay. So this time we have a Makuhita starting. Wants to arm thrust. So we could just start with Dotler and just use Psybeam. No, it'll use Fake Out on the first turn. I don't think we have anybody who can't be flinched, right? That's not an ability that we have. No, it's not. We do have Intimidate, though. So we could immediately lower its damage output with, say, Luxio. With an Intimidate. Yeah, that could work. And then switch to Togedemaru on the Fake Out. And then when it arm thrusts, we swap to Dotler. Wherever he went, there he is. Who KOs with Psybeam. Even if he gets hit with Rock Throw. So that's good. I'll bring in Letty in for Thunder or Ice Punch. So I think we go... I don't think we have any rock moves, right? I don't think so. Because a rock move would be a one-shot. Choodle is not quite there yet. No, okay, so what do we do here? Oh, we go Togedemaru to bait Drain Punch? Or no, we just outspeed and KO with Spark. Yeah, that's what we do. Togedemaru can kill it with Spark. And then Mankey comes in last for Power Up Punch until Reversal does enough damage. So we switch to... This has a Focus Sash, so we're going to want to do... Yeah, Dotler, Struggle Bug into Psybeam, and that's it. Okay. Easy. We'll bring Monferno, and Krogunk, and... Lombre. As backup. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Alright, so we need Citrus for this one. We hang on to Blueberry, we hang on to Gyoza. And then we need... Who am I missing? Kale. We need Kale. Cinnamon stays home this time. Okay, trainer number 3, Battle Girl Lilith. There's the squad one more time. Let's do it. So this will always fake out on the first turn. So we can swap to Togedemaru to make sure that it takes damage. And then we swap into Dottler for this arm thrust move that it wants to use on us. Nice. And then we should take it out with Psybeam. It's a speed tie, so we might go first, we might not. We went first. Fantastic. No extra damage taken. Mankey wants to power out punch, so we can just... We were gonna use Blueberry for this anyway, so we Struggle Bug. Because this has a Focus Sash, if we were to try to kill it in one shot, it would always live with 1 HP, and then it has a move Reversal. Ah, shit, now it has +3. It has a move Reversal, which does damage, more damage the less HP you have, so it's max damage at 1 HP. Like this. But since it's still pretty high HP, it does no damage. And that's Mankey. We have Ledian, who wants to either Thunder Punch or Ice Punch. Punching is great, especially if it punches something with iron barbs for which to take damage. And then we outspeed this and one-shot it in return with Spark. Ooh, Lock Punch. A little more damage for you. And there we have it. Okay, trainer number 4. Just getting the PC ready. So let's see, it leads with a Metatite. Metatite has pure power, meaning its attack stat is doubled. So we can lead with somebody to intimidate to get it less threatening, like Luxio again. And then it wants to Brick Break, so we can switch to something that resists Brick Break, like Dottler. Oh no, it'll always fake out on turn 1 if it doesn't see a Chaos, so we go Togedemaru like we always do. And then we switch to Eldegoss to lower its speed, and Eldegoss actually does a lot of damage to this thing, so this is where we'll go. So Eldegoss gets the kill. That'll bring out... Probably Girder? It wants to low sweep. I think this is Dottler, right? Yeah, it knows Rock Throw, which does a decent amount. But we could always... even Luxio doesn't do that well. I think we just go hard into Dottler. Eldegoss on the rock throw, lower its speed, so then Dottler's faster to get back into Dottler. Yeah, that makes the most, cause, no, this will be -1 again. Well, shoot. Looks like we're taking a rock throw. Okay, so, and then from a choke, yeah, it looks like Dottler's the win again. So we can set up Reflect and then just rip side beams for the win. Vital Throw Facade. I'll bring Staryu for backup, because it also knows Psy Beam. And it resists, well, it does decent against Facade. I'm just worried about this thing using Bulk Up, which it shouldn't if Dottler's out there. It might if Eldegoss is out there. If Eldegoss is out there, I think... Man, what do we do? We might have to put it to sleep. No, that's bad, because Guts. Yeah, I think we just leave Tornado. And then we definitely need an Intimidate. That's risky, bringing Mighty Enna. But I think I might have to. Yeah, Krogunk works. Alright, that's the 6. We do Krogunk instead. Because of Fake Out and all that stuff. Alright. So, we need Citrus, Gyoza, we need Sprout, Blueberry, we're gonna bring Starfruit, and Dumpling. These guys don't do any status moves, so we are good to just go with healing. So number 4 is over here. There's the squad one more time. Okay, so there's the Intimidate. This still wants to Fake Out on the first turn. So we switch to Gyoza for that Iron Barbs chip. That wants to Brick Break, which we're weak to, so we're going to get out of there. Go to Eldegoss to lower its speed. I'm going to stay in for one hit. We're going to leave Tornado. Lower its speed again. And now it's exactly one speed lower than Dottler, who we want to have out to finish this stuff off. And who takes very little damage from... Oh, we use Detect. Perfect, so we take no damage. Fantastic. we show a 2-hit kill with Psybeam, and it actually does nothing to us, but if we get a Reflect up, we should be able to take this no problem. We should be able to chain into the girder, no problem. So we're just gonna do Reflect. It went bulk up. But we're showing a 2-hit KO. Oh, because we're slower. That makes sense. So now it's even better that we got Reflect up. Jeez, crit. Just hit yourself. He didn't hit himself, but we should take it out here. That looks like 1 HP to me. That's annoying. Okay. Since he's using Facade... now he should hit himself. At least we're faster now. For Protect again. Okay. This is all fine. No more Reflect. We don't need it. Okay. Silly AI. Alright, this wants to low sweep us. Turn Reflect off. Max damage on a low sweep crit. So we want to lower its speed at least one time. Bulldoze is better, but we take less damage from Bulldoze. So this is probably going to low sweep or Bulldoze again. I'm seeing that we're down to a crit. So I think we swap. No, it thinks it's faster, so it's gonna Rock Throw. We're gonna lower its speed one more time. We need to lower its speed again. Dang, this is not working out the way that I wanted it to. Yeah, we'll go one more time here. It only sees a KO with Rock Throw. So we need to lower its speed one more time. It didn't get me to where I wanted to be. Well, shit. I think I needed to bring Seadra to make this, like, clean. I didn't see it when I was looking. Alright, so what is it trying to do here? So it sees a kill with low sweep or mock punch. So it'll use one of those. I think we take the opportunity to get in with... It might actually mock punch because it thinks it's slower, which it is. I made this harder than it needed to be. I don't want to paralyze it. Alright, who beats this? Staryu does. It's actually really good that it did that much damage. Because now I heal, and I'm out of range for another kill, so we can side beam. And this shouldn't KO. Nice. And since we lowered its speed so much, we're still faster. But this is going to mock punch to try to kill us. Which it will. So we need to swap again. We need to swap to here. Crit's fine. We fake out, so it doesn't do anything this turn. And then we finish with Vacuum Wave, which is a priority move, so we go first. There we go. Okay. I made that more difficult than it needed to be because I didn't bring Seadra. But we got through it. Nice. Okay, 2 more trainers. It looks like Dottler does the best. I'm trying to find a way to get Kadabra in there, but this Bullet Seed just one-shots it, so... We need Dottler. We're slower, so it's gonna Spore us, and we don't one-shot. So that doesn't necessarily work. We need something that's faster and that KOs it in 2 shots. And that would be Kadabra if Bullet Seed didn't KO. Alright, let's find something else. Krogunk. No, we might have to do 2 Pokemon here. Staryu can get it done. No, it's not always. Not always. And it always wants to Bullet Seed. Yep. Nope. No thank you. Monferno Flame Wheel. We're faster. This'll do it. So we lead with Monferno. With a Chesto Berry. That'll bring in... I'll probably just bring in Main Fu for a Fake Out. That's got Togedemaru written all over it. Then it Drain Punches into Dottler for nothing. It Rock Slides. Into... We gotta be faster. Other than we're just gonna get flinched. Okay, so I need something from Main Fu. Kadabra does pretty well. Almost always one hits. Almost always, which... isn't great to say. Let's see. How can we... Well, if it fakes out into Togedemaru, that takes a little bit of chip damage. And it'll just heal it chip damage with Drain Punch. So that doesn't work. What about Staryu? Staryu looks like it could. I don't know if it does, though. I don't think so. How many speed drops do we need until we're faster with Dottler? 2? Okay, so it's Togedemaru on the Fake Out, Drain Punch, Rock Slide. Well, I can just cut out Togedemaru and go Eldegoss on the Fake Out, Drain Punch, Eldegoss, Drain Punch, Psybeam, Psybeam. That should do it. Okay. And then Baniri comes into Triple Axle. We could take that with Seadra. and just fire 2 bubble beams. Yeah. Oh, it'll fake out. We'll bring Togedemaru. And then if it wants to jump kick, it can jump kick into... It could jump kick into Dottler, but it could just jump kick into Seadra. 2 bubble beams. KO. Yeah, that's fine. And then for extra backup on this main food, just somebody who does really well into it, like overall. I guess Kadabra. If we can get it in on Drain Punch and not Rock Slide. Anybody else? Lombre does okay. Krogunk does pretty well also. It just baits Drain Punches though. I don't know if I want that. Yeah, let's go with Kadabra. Okay. So we need Ghost. We need Sprout. We need Blueberry. We need Gyoza. We need Radish. And we need Mustard. And then the only Pokemon we don't need an Oran Berry on is Ghost, because he needs a Chesto Berry to shake off the Spore Sleep. Chesto Berry here. Double check the berries. Chesto and everybody else should be Oran. Perfect. Okay, so 2 Flame Wheels takes out this Breloom. And it will do it. Oh, even if it spores us, which it chose not to. So this knows Mach Punch, but so do we. I don't know if we kill with Mach Punch, though. It can kill with a Mach Punch crit. So it's going to Mach Punch. Well, this throws a wrench in the plans now, doesn't it? I think we switch into Togedemaru here. Because then we can fake out KO. Nah, it has Poison Heal. I don't know. Alright, well, we'll try to judge it. Might use Wake Up Slap. So Mach Punch does like 20. I think I max rolled Flame Wheel. Even if I max rolled Flame Wheel, it did 42. I need to max roll Mach Punch to kill this, and that's not gonna happen. Shit. So the only clean way to do this is to just go for it. I should have Fire Spun. No. I really don't want to lose anybody to a silly crit. Is there a way out of this? It doesn't risk anybody. Yes, I see the path. It's through Eldegoss. So this wants to Mach Punch. We actually just go to Dottler first to take the least amount of damage. No, because it's gonna heal with Poison Heal. So what do we do? That doesn't work. I think the best, because I'm unsure of how much Poison Heal is gonna heal, I have to go and hope that this Mach Punch doesn't crit us. Okay. This Baneri has to go for Fake Out because, well, actually it doesn't. It can go for Jump Kick or Triple Axle. So I think we just go straight here because it's faster than we were. Yeah. I just wasn't willing to risk that. Okay, so we just Bubble Beam twice now and Baneri's done. I really didn't think it could Wake Up Slap. I thought it always spored if we were faster. Mainfu. It should always be Fake Out. Because Drain Punch does not see a kill here. Yes, is always Fake Out. Drain Punch. Oh, I messed up. I was supposed to go back and forth between these two. That's okay. It'll all be fine. So we need to get this to -2 speed, essentially, is what we need to have happen. So it'll want a Rock Slide, Blueberry, and we switch to Sprout on the Rock Slide. Wait, it detected? Alright, so we need to damage this. So let's go... It's gonna Drain Punch us. I mean, I think we go back and forth until we get what we want. Oh, because it saw Psybeam killing. Yeah, now it doesn't see a Psybeam kill, so this will always be Rock Slide. What? Alright, fine. We leave Tornado. Okay, I'm at a loss. What is this thing doing? Well, it won't do it twice in a row. Okay, it won't succeed more than twice in a row. I know what I'm talking about. Finally, it's at -1 speed. It has to Rock Slide here, right? It has to. Thank you. It's -2 speed. Which is exactly 1 speed less than Blueberry. Okay, took a little bit longer than we wanted it to, but a clean fight all the same. Okay, one more gym trainer until the leader Brawly. Pretty sure we can lead with Monferno again. Let's take a peek at the calc. Yeah. Oh yeah, 2 Mach Punches, 50-50, but it's probably going to change its type, so we low sweep into Mach Punch. It has Thunder Wave, so it'll try to slow us down potentially. Let's just make it something not normal type, electric. Yeah, we do 25 when it's not super effective. So, yep, that's more than enough to do it. So, Monferno lead with a Cherry Berry. That'll always bring out Galette. Looks like for a Shadow Punch, maybe a Mega Punch? Okay. We don't have a normal type, do we? We don't have a normal type. But we should be able to ship it with Togedemaru, right? Okay, well first, let's figure out who's taking this out. It's Lombre, right? And we need to intimidate it at least once. So we go Mighty Enna. And then on the Drain Punch, we go Dottler, right? Yep. And then the Shadow Punch back to Mighty Enna. And then the Drain Punch. So at -2, Mega Drain will heal for 25 to 30, which is exactly how much Shadow Punch does. So we can swap into Lombre at -2 to take it out and still be healthy. That'll bring in... That'll bring in Pig Knight for a takedown. We go to Togedemaru. We get some chip damage, we fake out, and then what? Arm Thrust or Flame Charge. So, fire or fighting. It'll most likely Flame Charge because it's slower. So... yeah, we can go Seadra, and even at +1 speed, ooh, just shy. So... that's okay, we'll take 2 hits and then KO with Bubble Beam, and that'll bring in Hakamoto. We Twister for flinches. It's gonna Dragon Breath. Okay, so who do we bring in for that? Who's got... anybody have HP Dragon? Choodle? Monferno has HP Dragon. Does that do anything more than Fire Spin? Let's take a look. HP Dragon. It actually does a lot. So we might go learn that real quick. And then somebody else who does decent damage to Hakamoto. Oh, Luxio does with Covet. Yep, perfect. Done. Oh, Mariana also has Covet. Yeah, this is a good squad. This should be easy. Okay, so we lead with Ghost. We're gonna have Kilbasa. We're gonna have Blueberry. We're gonna have Kale. We're gonna have Radish, and we're gonna have Citrus. Now we need a Cherry Berry here. Should probably prevent paralysis on Seadra as well. And then we could do healing on those who can't get paralyzed, like you. And in case we get crit, I guess, we can... we'll do an Oranberry here. And we can also do an Oranberry here as well. Okay, so we're gonna go across the sea real quick to get HP Dragon on our Monferno. And then, just to make sure, Monferno, we're not going to learn another fire move until Blaze Kick. Yeah, we're okay with that. Alright, so that's the final prep for this last trainer. There she is. Battle Girl Jocelyn. Oh, we're missing an item here. Oranberry. Yeah, because it's just swapping in and out. Let's do Cherry Berry. I'm feeling we might need it for Hakamo if we... Yeah. Okay. Let me just check everything. So we should have Cherry here. Cherry, Cherry, Oran, Oran, Cherry, Oran. Okay, perfect. So, this Kecleon is always down to low sweep into Mach Punch. No matter what type it goes into. But we did Cherry Berry in case it did that and paralyzed us. Bop. Colette should Shadow Punch. It might Mega Punch, but it should Shadow Punch, with Mighty Anna takes the least amount of damage from. Or Kielbasa. And now this wants to Drain Punch, so we'll swap into Blueberry, who takes that very well. We want to get 2 Intimidates on Galette. So Blueberry baits Shadow Punch, which, as you've seen, Kielbasa takes rather well. And this is our second Intimidate. And now the best move to get Lombre in on is a Drain Punch, which is what this is baiting right now. So we'll bring our Kale in now. And we can just Mega Drain, and we'll always heal off the damage that this does. Okay. This should bring in Pignite. Oh, Hakamo'o. Okay, so this is going to Dragon Tail, which is going to instantly swap us out. So swapping into something right now is pointless. And we actually go second, so we're just going to let it kind of hit us and see what happens. Oh, an Iron D. Alright, that's +2 defense. Maybe we can lower its speed. Ah, we did. Now we're faster. Get to full health. Let's see who the winner, the lucky winner is. Dottler. Dottler, we are in a speed tie right now. So let's see if we can win. We did not win, but that's okay. We go again. I won speed tie. This has a citrus berry, so one more side beam will take it out. And again, we'll see if we win the speed tie. This time we did. Nice. Now this last Pokemon is Pignite. This is either Incinerate or Flame Charge. Either way, Radish comes in. And almost always one-shots. This is going to be a Flame Charge because it's slower. It might take down, but it should be a Flame Charge. No, we're faster. Duh. Oh, that's KO. Nice. And now we're on to Brawly. Okay. I don't know if I can do this without using a rare candy to evolve Surskit to Masquerain. I'm gonna see if we can, but I have a feeling we cannot. Because the first question is who takes on Kubfu one-on-one. Normally I have Masquerain do that. Yeah, it's gotta be Masquerain. That's the only thing that does it. We're gonna have to use our rare candy. But I think this is a worthy use. Martini. Yes, we want Scary Face. We want that over Bubble. And we definitely want Gust. We want that over Bubble Beam. Okay. There it is. We Gust, turn 1. We actually Gust twice. Because we're slower. I don't know if that's good or not. It wants to Mega Punch. Do we go to Togedemaru on the Mega Punch? Or do we go to Eldegoss to slow it down? And then go back into Masquerain? Gust, Scary Face, Gust. Okay, I don't think I've ever had this problem, but we are only 7 speed IVs. I should have looked at that before I used the rare candy. That's okay. We already committed. I think maybe we do use Eldegoss here. And then come back on the Brick Break. For Gust, Scary Face Gust. Yeah. Because Sucker Punch, here's the AI document. If it used... So it's highly disincentivized. It's 50-50 to not use it twice in a row. So that's why you Gust once, then Scary Face, then... Because it'll try to use Sucker Punch if it knows it's going to go down. And we want to conserve as much HP on Masquerain as possible here. So that'll bring in Low Punny, right? Maybe Combuskin, I don't know. Based on our HP remaining. Actually, it's Hitmon. No, we outspeed Hitmontop, but it does kill us. Alright, well, we know we're bringing Lombre for Poliwhirl. That's happening. We can actually bring Luxio too. That might be better, I don't know. Because Luxio can also pull double duty and help with Scraggy. We need... I usually use Monferno for low punny. The low sweeps, yeah. We need this. Togedemaru does really well against Poliwhirl as well. Holy moly. So we don't even need Lombre. We're gonna get Chip from the Retaliate. We're gonna get Fake Out damage. So it's like 27. So we could Mach Punch twice to low punny, and that reduces the chance of getting flinched, which is huge. If I can confirm how much damage Iron Barbs does, let me check. Togedemaru, whoops. Iron Barbs does 1/8, so yeah, that's 12.5. So 12.5 plus Fake Out is 27 and 27 plus, and then 2 40s is 80. So yeah, 2 Mach Punches is great into low punny. That's perfect. Combuskin, it's Seadra. It's a range, but it's a really good range. Only 2 rolls don't KO, so that's in. And then we just need something for Hitmontop. So we pivot Masquerain. And what takes no freaking damage from Rock Slide and can also kill this thing? Oh wait, we can use Luxio, because we're double intimidating. No, it doesn't always bait. It always baits Mach Punch at -1, but after -1, it can be either. So I think we need to bring Mightyena instead. Yes, that works much better. So we got Masquerain and Eldegoss here. We got this is going to be Monferno. This is going to be a combination of Masquerain and Mightyena. This is Togedemaru. This is just everything. Yeah, this works. This works rather well. Do we need an HP on anybody? Masquerain, Steel? No. Eldegoss has Steel? No. Togedemaru, Ghost? Nope. We already have Dragon on Monferno, that's fine. Seadra, Fire? No. And Mightyena, Grass? No. Okay. So then, in terms of items, we just really need to not be paralyzed with Seadra, right? I'm trying to see if anybody else does the job better. Nope, I don't think anybody else does. Okay. It can't come in on a Thunder Punch, though. Is there any way to deny that from happening? Swap to Eldegoss. I'm actually going to have Eldegoss for the end as well. Okay. Yeah, this Combusken's tricky. I think we just go Oranberry. Yeah, okay. Because it's going to be faster than us when we switch in on it regardless. Okay, yep. Alright, so this is not the squad. I need the squad of Martini, Sprout, we need Gyoza, we need Ghost, we need Kielbasa, and Radish stays. Okay, now in terms of items, we need Healing Berry on Martini. Healing Berry on Sprout. Healing Berry here. Healing Berry on Ghost. I actually think Healing Berry on everyone is the way to roll for this particular one. Yep. Okay. Whoops, going the wrong way. Gym's over this way. I'm gonna go over this one more time just to make sure nothing else works better against this Combuskin. I'm not seeing anything that does. Alright, what's going on, Brawly? It's good to see you again. Okay, so we're actually slower than this Kung Fu because we are not a very fast Masquerain. So, we're gonna make it slower by switching to Sprout on this first turn. Now it's slower, so we're going to switch back to Masquerain. On a Brick Break or a Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch will do no damage. Brick Break does very minimal damage. Now we're going to Gust. Oh, we crit. That saves a lot of health for it. That's huge. Nice. We'll take that. We high roll crit that too. Beautiful. Alright, hit him on top. So this is always Rock Slide because Rock Slide sees a kill. It's never Fake Out. It's always Rock Slide. So we need to continuously intimidate this down. We're actually going to lower its speed one time. No, this is a bad move. This is bad. Don't do that. Don't do that. It faked down. Interesting. And it crit. That's not good. Okay. Well, now this is always Mach Punch. So we go into what we want to do, which is continuously lower this guy's damage. I thought it always went for Rock Slide because it saw, oh, because we're faster, I guess? It goes for Fake Out. Regardless, this is now -2. This is a... This should be... Yeah, this is always Rock Slide now. We need to lower its speed by 1, so this is the best opportunity we have to do this. So this should always be Mach Punch. There's only one roll of Rock Slide that ties Mach Punch, so this should always be Mach Punch. So now we're back to, we should be at -3. Yeah, -3 attack, -1 speed. Well, now this is Rock Slide, so we're gonna get another Intimidate down, get him to -4. This is always Mach Punch. This will get him to -5. And then finally to -6. As always, Mach Punch. Because of its lower speed, it'll always go for Mach Punch now. And we're gonna try to put it to sleep. So it has one guaranteed turn of sleep here. That's 1. Means it's clicking Pursuit right now. And we're never dead to Mach Punch, so we just leave Tornado. Only a crit kills us. Nice. Okay, we got Hitmontop down. Lopunny. This could kill with Drain Punch. Oh man, I didn't want to see that. So I gotta go to Masquerain here. Take the Intimidate. Okay. So now this is -1. We need to get that chip damage, so this is always retaliate or headbutt. So we're gonna go here. So we're gonna take Iron Barb's chips. And then we fake out to say peace out to this thing. Brings in Combuskin. This is always double kick. Shit, I want it to come in on Incinerate. I guess double kick is the next best thing. We need some low rolls here on Seadra. That's nice. Because now we always hit the roll with... I know, it's got Lumberry. Maybe it'll poison again, who knows. Nice. Thunder Punch only kills on crit or the max roll, so we live 15 out of 16 times. It's faster than us right now, but we should always live and we should one-shot this as long as it doesn't crit. It crit. Alright, we're gonna have to kind of... We're gonna have to stall this out a little bit. So we fake out. Guaranteed flinch. Poison damage. So always be double kick here. Double kick into Masquerade is the best. Because of the Intimidate, this is always Incinerate. We lose our berry, but that's okay. And then Mach Punch should kill from this range. Poliwhirl. There's always Bubble Beam. This is always swap to Togedemaru. we fake out. Fake out into Spark always kills, and we are faster. And this thing doesn't have any priority moves. This is always Drain Punch. Even a boosted Retaliate does less than Drain Punch here. So now this is always Retaliate or Headbutt. We get some Iron Barbs chip. We get Fake Out chip. This is always Drain Punch. I just need a little more chip, I think. But I want to save my last Fake Out for Scraggy. This is definitely less than 40%. Crit, Retaliate, or Headbutt only does a maximum of 37 to Monferno, so even if we get crit on the switch in, we'll always take out Little Punny on the Mach Punch. I think it's every time I've gotten crit with him. Against this low Punny. Alright, all that's left is Scraggy. So this sees kills with Power Up Punch and Rock Tomb. Which isn't great for us. But getting crit there absolutely blows. Power Up Punch kills Togedemaru. It doesn't kill him, and we could get a charm off. If it Rock Tombs, that's terrible though. Eldegoss is always down. It's never Togedemaru. I think it's always here. Yeah, we get the Intimidate down, so we should be fine on the power-up punch if it does choose it. It's actually fine. So this is always power-up punch, because now it's faster than we are, so we can swap in here, get another Intimidate down. So it's back at -1. This can see a kill with Rock Tomb, so yeah, another rotation. It's fine. Power up punch. So this will stay at -2. Rock Tomb doesn't always kill here, so it could power up punch again. If it does Rock Tomb, we're still faster with Togedemaru. So we could fake out. How's this gonna work? Get it to a point where power up punch doesn't kill. Which I don't know when that's gonna be. Yeah, it's back here. So that's -3 now. Power up punch still always KOs. I'm just spinning my wheels right now. What about Monferno? Monferno can live a Rock Tomb into a power-up punch at -4? Yeah, as long as it doesn't crit. Alright, I think I found my out. So... Alright, we rotate once more. This will be -4. But this power-up punch gets it back to 3. Hyena gets it to 4 on this rock tomb. So I need to get it to 4 to have Monferno stand a chance. But I need chip, so I gotta go here on this current rock tomb. Even that 10% chip should be enough. So now we're down to 4 again. Back up to 3. Go here to get him to -4 on this rock tomb. This is still always power-up punch. Shit. Oh no, this is fine. Go here for -5. Let's back up to 4. So now this is Rock Tomb. If I hit it once, Rock Tomb doesn't kill unless it crits. And then it Rock Tombs again because it's best move. Or it rests. I need to go now. No, this is Rock Tomb. Wait. Yeah, I need to get in on a Rock Tomb. Max roll is 7 and 7 right now on Rock Tomb and Power Up Punch. Just need no crit. Okay, it's gonna use Power Up Punch or Rock Tomb. We always low sweep. It sucks. Wait. It's at minus... I don't know if I kill this. I definitely don't. I need this to be feint attack. That would go hard. That's fine as well. So we're still faster. We're only down to crit. So we spark twice. Come on, give me the full para. Fuck. Don't shed skin. Dude, that's so bad. It's still not seeing kills with Rock Tomb right now. Oh, come on, don't crit. We still outspeed. Hell yeah. Ooh, that got scary. If Seadra kills, if Seadra doesn't get crit to Combuskin, it's a lot cleaner. And we have Seadra to like tank a hit or something. But that was whew, that was a ride. Yeah, I think we were a little low on health. Alright, it is late, and that was taxing. So I'm going to call it a night there. Unfortunately, we did lose one. Our Radish. Our Seadra Radish. I think, honestly, we really only lost him because of his negative speed nature. Like, if he has a positive speed nature, he outspeeds that Combuskin after one speed boost. So, honestly, that was all the difference. Well, thank you for coming out to such a very long stream, over 7 hours tonight, but we put in some work. We are now past Brawley, so tomorrow night, when we stream again, we'll be going to Roxanne. We only have the one death. It kind of stinks, but we have a really nice box to work with. And yeah, should be fun. So until next time, still tomorrow, have a wonderful evening. Peace.